Welcome to our series Inside the .NET Academy. Today I'm sitting together with Gert. Hi Gert.
Hi Yves.
So Gert, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, today we're going to talk about application design and usability in a broad perspective. We first have to define who the users are, and with our Gantt chart there are two users: the developer, who uses the control in his application while developing, and the planner, who uses the actual chart in the deployed application. The developer needs to be able to customize the Gantt chart controls, so he needs to adjust, be able to adjust the colors, the size, location, stuff like that. He also needs to be able to add data to populate the Gantt chart in his code, of course. Then the planner, he should be able to expand the task so that the child tasks are visible. He can toggle the display mode between hours and days, and he can select a day which will be displayed in the Gantt chart, and he should be able to view the details of a selected task. With the functionalities we just declared, we made a mockup. Actually, it's two mockups. Well, I'll talk more about that later. First, we're going to talk about the conceptual model. And the focus with the conceptual model is that we're going to look where we're going to put our different parts or different sections. Like over here in this mockup, we have on top our title. On the right top, we have our toggle control. Below that, we have a date picker where we can select our dates. Over here, we have a details control, which shows the details of a selected task. And the biggest part of our screen is, of course, the Gantt chart. The next bit of our mockup is our navigational model. Over here, the focus is on how the user navigates to a screen. For example, if the user wants to toggle and he wants to change the Gantt chart in days, for example, then the Gantt chart will show another display. It will show the days and not the hours. If the user wants to select a certain date, then the Gantt chart will put that date first in the chart. If the user selects a certain item, then the specifics, the details of that task will be shown over here. Also, when he selects the certain task, the children of that task will be displayed down here. It will expand. I've said earlier that we made two mockups, and it's different over here. For example, if you in the second mockup, if we select a certain task, then it will be shown in the bottom here, the children.
We have seen this thing about functional design. What do you think that the business value would be for the customer?
Well, I think the business value for the customer is that the customer will have a nice and clear way to work with the application.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important that we think about the user experience up front, because if we don't, we always have the urge to just start coding and only think about the technical side. And if we only do that, it can result in like an application that's very technically in order, but the user experience might be very bad. And the user, the first thing he sees is the user experience. And if it's a bad user experience, he's not going to use it, so he's not going to buy it. And that's bad for business.
Yeah. So do you think that by following these guidelines that the user experience will become better?
I think so, because we make these mockups and we show them to the product owner, who isn't a developer most of the time, and he can put his perspective on the mockup, so he'll think about things that developers don't think about easily. So I really think this will help.